Okay, so we've got a live stream here. So the United Kingdom team, I'll just reiterate here. That's the UK team, and the South African team is here. Okay. So 10 minutes to go, and don't know. I'm more nervous about this tournament than I was of the Kingscrusher weekend. I'm actually more nervous than most club matches in real life. What is this? What is this going on? Once you put a country label, I don't know. There's a lot of people in the room. This thing's been hyped up. I hope I can play okay. Yeah. Okay, just 1 second. I'm just going to have a quick chat. Actually, I could just I'll just have a quick chat. If I just give you a non-critical area of the screen, just have a quick chat with one of my teammates for a second, and I'll put you back. Okay, okay. Just a quick team chat there. This is good, this live stream, adjusting the window, which I'm relaying. Okay, so I'm as team captain. This has been more organising the team times. I was a bit nervous actually about getting everyone together at this time. One of the reserves I couldn't contact, so we're down to one reserve. That's fine. We've got the 4 players here. They're all in this room. So we've got me, we've got Matthew, we've got Mr. Unstoppable, who crushed me first round of the Morning Bullet Zone, and we got Behind Blue Eyes somewhere up here. Behind Blue Eyes. So quick profile breakdown. So Behind Blue Eyes, he's been up to 2718. We're all brilliant bullet players. So the key thing here is, are we going to deliver on the 5 minutes? Obviously, I've played quite a few 5-minute games on ICC especially. Can't see my own profile. Mr. Unstoppable, he's got a very high ECF rating. So he's not just a bullet player. He's got a very high ECF rating. Actually higher, not higher than me at the moment, but might be higher on the next list. So he's been up to 2944, one of the strongest bullet players on the site. And Matthew, who gave me a brilliant match, which is on YouTube at the moment, where I only narrowly beat him 10-9. So he's very good. It seems on 5 minutes he's been up to 2681. So in theory we're a strong team. So 7 minutes to go before I challenge Hawkeye. So Hawkeye, I had a quick look at Hawkeye, and D6 apparently is played by Hawkeye usually. So I don't know. It's too late really to prepare now. 6 minutes. I just had a quick check of a few games. So if you want to check your opponent's games, just do that cool new facility we've got on the site, View Game History. Just type in the name of the person you want to check out, and show tournament games or normal games. Just so I just noticed, I don't want to look at the Black Winds particularly, but I noticed that D6 was played by Hawkeye. So but anyway, I don't know. So, yeah. So, yeah. Rated, yep. 0 qubits. Okay. So the South African team, actually, what is the South African team? Just to brush up. So I just posted it, didn't I? Okay, so they've got Pandemonium. What's that? Chaos or something? Pandemonium. So 2289, been up to 2402. That's their board 1. Board 3, Burnand and Brian, who I played a lot in the past at Blitz and Bullet. So Burnand is not here. Oh dear. Hang on, I should ask about that. Is it Burnand? It must be VIP. Where is it? Where is he? Chase him up. Chase him up. Go to the main cafe. Is he in the main cafe? Chesscube cafe. Where's Burnand? He's not here. Oh dear, they might have to use a reserve. If they did have to use a reserve. Mm-hmm. 4 minutes. So Burnand, I can't see him on the list here. It didn't refresh. If I go out of this room, if I close room and go into it, will I see Burnand on the right? So I go into the CC, whatever. So Burnand, he's not listed there. Why is he invisible? He's got an invisible status. Oh, anyway, let's look at his profile from here. He's been up to 2343. For 3 minutes. So I'm about to get ready to challenge Hawkeye. Cold cappuccino here. Bananas needs to be thrown away before it goes. Okay, so I've got cold cappuccino. 3 minutes, 2 minutes coming up. 2 minutes. Very funny scene. That is funny. Oh, that is good. Okay. So the live games tab, if you want to see the games whilst doing the thing, you look out for the 5 minute time control. For rated, I'll be as white. 5 minute time control. 0 qubits section of the live games tab. Okay. On this room, which is the CCW Chesscube World Cup 2 series. So I think I don't know if the UK team had a team last year. Anyway, so I'm using Firefox 5. Okay. So Hawkeye playing the tennis, Wimbledon tennis thing is called Hawkeye as well. So Wimbledon is one of my favourite tennis tournaments. Quite enjoyed that when it was on. something about psychology and pressure from tennis you can take from chess to chess. So are we going to challenge now? Challenge, 5 minutes. Some with white. Rated game 0 qubits. Oh, it's all good fun. Sorry, what country sent in? Israel, right? Okay, okay. So my challenge is being sent off. Should I close the Chesscube cafe? Just maybe get extra speed. Really? It's all going around. Okay, I'll try private chat. Okay, what's going on? Have I missed my own game? I've sent the challenge. I can watch the other guys play. Can I? Is anyone playing? No one's playing it. Matthew's playing Bernard. I can't comment on that game, obviously. Okay. I'll kick off with E4, I think. Give you a bigger board. Yeah, so I'm a bit nervous actually. I think I'm nervous. I can't even move the pieces properly. This is more stressful than the Kingscrusher weekend. I don't know what's happened. Once the country label's on, this is too much. I just wanted the Kingscrushers team. I didn't want to represent UK. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. I'll play this. I played it a few games in Bullet. Grand Prix Attack. Someone was winning with it in the 1970s, was it? I'll tuck the bishop on A2, get ready to tuck it on A2, prepare for D5, because 97 D5 is annoying, so D takes E. So if I get bishop A2 in, that means D5 I can react with E5, which isn't so bad, but I've got a time advantage here of 40 seconds already. That's pretty good. It's reassuring. So D4 control, yeah, that's black's trump card in the position. Might potentially losing imbalances trump cards. What is my trump card here? Maybe a quick F5 or just bishop E3. Probably black will calmly play knight C6. Maybe even try D5. Maybe I want to play like Queen D2. I'll play Queen D2. I don't know about E5 here. E5, because now that knight would have to spend time getting to f5, knight e7 to f5, which might not be such a big deal, but I might have knight e4 attacking c5 or going into d6. So knight e4 looks good for attacking c5 and d6. I think I'll take advantage of that. c5 is a bit vulnerable. These little details, you don't see them in bullet, but there's little finesses of the position. These squares, wouldn't even notice them in the bullet game, c5 usually. But here it's evident that c3, knight takes, queen takes. I'm on d6 and c5. Let's focus on the central squares. So this knight e7 to f5, could be useful. It's rerouting the knight. It's quite a commitment. Whoops. Moving the knight to c6 away from that f5 square. I think some of the common disasters in the bullet chess has been black getting f5, and that's like the classic. You don't want to do that. Give black a huge knight on f5. Okay, so here I think I want to kick the knight. That's pretty good. I'm happy with my position so far, and the clock advantage. I'm going to ignore spectators now after that. I don't want saying what crush. So I'm on c5 and d6. So that's good for c5 and d6 positionally. I didn't expect a positional kind of win, but black's forcing positional play. Okay, so c5 and d6. What counterplay? I don't want to think about counterplay too much, just in case there is counterplay. I just want to stop the counterplay. Okay, there's bishop c5. That seems to just win an exchange because the knight's supporting the bishop. This is good because knight d6, I might be stopping bishop b7 counterplay with knight d6 after, so I'll take that. Mind you, bishop f8, and I might knight f6 if bishop f8, so I don't know, that might be a lesser evil just to play queen f8. Okay, maybe not. Maybe if I can just support the centre, or should I win this pawn? I don't want to give the b file counterplay. Maybe this is the time for knight f6. I can throw in knight f6 here, surely. Maybe d4, just to keep the centre solid, keep c5 solid. But now I've got to worry about this diagonal, this bishop, knight e7 to f5. I don't know, queen h3, h5, knight h5, I could take, check, king moves, rook f3. Maybe that's a way just to break down the black king safety as soon as possible here. Hang on, there's a rook and pre, hold on. There's a rook and pre here. Isn't there? A little detail of the position, there's a rook. I think I'll just take that rook. I know it's materialistic. It sort of shuts down the counterplay to take that rook. I don't have to worry about bishop b7 because I just play queen takes b7. So this isn't bad. Okay. Okay, so how can counterplay happen? Bishop b7. There's knight e3s. There's no bishop e7 takes because the queen. I'm tying the queen down to c8. So I think I'll just play calmly, just rook a1. Maybe something like rook f3 to h3, just on h7. Or just bishop b1, just get rid of this knight. That's one of the best pieces in black's position. So just bishop b1. This bishop's not doing anything, it's just shut by its own pawn. So I'm very happy with this start to the tournament if I can win from here. And if I can't win from here, then I should just give up, I think. There's knight e8 check winning the queen here. That's a nice little subtlety to notice. Knight e8 check does seem to win the queen. Just checking. Knight's definitely not on pre on e8. Okay, so say second game. Okay, I haven't completely let down the team. So play King's Engine. I'll think Gambit for bullet, but King's Engine is a tried and trusted weapon. So I'm wondering what the variation from white will be. King's Engine defense. So we're going to go into mainline classical. So bishop e2, e5 mainline classical King's Engine. Quite happy with this. Okay, so I think just sealing c5, like a5, knight a6, is the sort of bog standard plan I'd recommend. bishop d7 and queen e8 breaks the pin after bishop g5. But knight a6 not only restrains like b4 and that, it protects c7 and stuff. So bishop d7 and queen e8. Then the knight's ready to move, maybe to h7. Although I don't know, maybe h6 there because now queen d2. But queen d2 might suffer from a sort of. I could play this here just to see the bishop's going to h4, then get ready. Okay. What about knight g4 here? So I can use this method, just f5, and if h3 then knight f6. I'm not sure was that theory. I'm not really sure of the theory here, but it looks as though it's a sort of standard King's Indian looking position. I like the knight to c5 possibility, but here it might accelerate a3 and b4, the queenside attack. So I don't have to play it at the moment. I can wait just for a3 and b4, and even just sack a5 to get knight c5 back in for pressure on the centre. So I don't mind losing a5 just to get c5. As far as f4, there's always a bit of a drawback. Knight e1 and bishop g4 weaken the light squares. If I lose this is an important attacking bishop. Okay, maybe it's more important now, the central pawns. So I don't want to give up d4 without a fight. I want to protect h6. But e4, knight d4 is not looking that hot. This queen can glide into g6. Not g6, maybe knight h4, f4. I don't know about knight c5. a3, then there's knight b3. Okay, so maybe white's playing for f4, but then e4, the knight's not going to go to d4. So I'm not so concerned about that. Maybe g4 is more of a concern. And f4. So really I should be considering to be able to play e4 after f4, bishop d3, e4. So in that respect, maybe queen e8 here. I think I'll play queen e8. Queen e8. So f4, e4, g4, f4, bishop d3, e4. I don't know, rook e1. There might be knight c5 there attacking the bishop, protecting e4. Okay, now there's knight c3, bit of a cheeky threat of knight b3. I can clamp down on white with a4 now. Okay, I'll cheeky threat, carry it out to win the exchange. Maybe white's a bit nervous, I don't know. But this will be good to win that exchange. If the queen captures, then there's AB anyway. In fact, here AB just winning a pawn as well. But f5 is a bit vulnerable. Knight b5 does attack c7. Okay, and my pawn's attacked. Right. So queen f7 here. I don't know. Queen f7, bishop b4. Or b3 just to make sure. I think queen f7. Let's not think too long though. It's only a 5-minute game. I'll play this, just protecting c7. I think this c5 might be a pain, so I'll stop. c5. Maybe knight e4 to c5. Because otherwise, this bishop, you know, how am I going to get it on the diagonal? If I can get knight e4 to c5, that weakens the king a bit. I think I'll play e4 here. I think white's weakened the king. And I'm the exchange up anyway now. Actually, maybe knight takes g4 on the rook. Is that possible? Knight g4 on the rook. Knight g4, bishop a1. I can't see anything there. Just exploiting finesses really in the position. The rook and pre on a1. So if the rook moves, maybe knight takes. The king looks a bit shot to pieces here because I don't know, bishop e5, rook g8. King looks a bit in danger. This bishop can't move there though. I don't know because knight c7. So I'll take this guy. I think bishop e5. Bishop looks good on e5. I don't mind losing e4 because then maybe f4, just shutting down the white queen. So here I think g-file attack. So if it takes, I think I'm going to just play f4 and look forward to dynamism with Queen G6. In fact, here Queen G7 threatens mate in 2 places. That looks pretty crushing. Bishop F1, Queen G1, Bishop E5, Queen G2. I think I'll play this. Threatening mate on G2 and G1. I'm glad I've avoided the opening nonsense from Bullet. I think that was getting to be too much. All the gambits in the Bullet. Well, I'm pleased about that. Okay, I don't think I can live stream the other matches actually without saying anything. So I'm going to stop here and go back to the cafe. Thanks very much.